funk, thoughts deep, boys steeped in the depths that he sunk. Big stress, depressed in the middle of fall. Sky gray, I lay in the thick of it all. I wonder, how long can a human survive just staying alive or carrying the rest of the tribe? Waiting for the day to arrive or struggling dies, and I be doing way, way more than getting by. So why? Got myself a cup of coffee, sipping water in it softly, cleansing me of stress I hold. Hey, got myself a cup of coffee, sipping water in it softly, cleansing me of stress I hold. Realize life is so much more than just living a day. Every day I can sit and reflect and breathe and connect to myself and know that I've been given. See, giving up is not an option. So when I'm looking at gray skies, I'll be adopting a new way to deal with a test. Lord, relieve me of stress, the ring be looking like when blessings drop in. And so I got myself a cup of coffee, sipping water in it softly, cleansing me of stress I hold. Coffee, sipping water in it softly, cleansing me of stress I hold. Hey, here we go. Yeah. Let's do this. Y'all ready? 1, 2, 3. In times of test, let no harm beset me, oh my Lord, oh my Lord. Test. Let no harm beset me, oh my Lord, oh my Lord. Woo.
Salute, everybody. Salute. Good evening to you. Good evening. I'm Urban. Appreciate y'all joining the podcast today. You know what? I figured that I do one more show for y'all because normally on Saturdays nights this is when I do my DJing. But since I had suspended my DJing for a minute, I guess I could bless y'all with a couple more podcast episodes to make up the time. So I hope y'all don't mind. Hope y'all don't mind. Hope y'all don't mind. But appreciate each and every last one of y'all tuning in to the show today. This show, it's not going to be a very long show, but I do want to cover this topic with y'all because I want to get y'all on this perspective about this, all right? So appreciate y'all tuning in. Let's see who we got in the chat. We got Constance in the building. What's up with the Constance? So we got my boy Speak in the building as well too. What up, homie? And we got the wonderful Abriel in the building as well too. Appreciate y'all tuning in to this late night podcast. Thank you so much. And Abriel, she also said that, hey, I showed you out, King, as well too. Salute. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate that a whole lot. Speak on, he said, hey, I hit that thumbs up on the way, man. You know what I'm saying? So whenever we go live. So appreciate that as well too. Speak on it. Salute. Appreciate that. Appreciate it. So just like I say, this not going to be a very long show, but I do want to cover this topic today because it did come across my desk. So we're going to talk about it. All right? And once again, I want to hear y'all perspective about this. What do y'all think about this crazy story? All right, this crazy tragedy. Constance, she said, Irby, you know, I miss my DJ. Saturday night normally be club night. I know. God damn. I know. But it's coming back, Constance. Trust me, it's coming back. It's coming back. So I'm just chilling on it for right now because I'm making some modifications on it. The current setup with my DJing, how the way I was doing it was fine. It was good. But I believe it's time to make it even better. So that's what I'm doing. I'm working on that right now to make the presentation even better for y'all. So when I do DJ again, it would be very entertaining for y'all and all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? That way, more people could replicate what I'm doing, which I have no problem with that at all. God damn. I don't. But let's go and get into the show tonight, y'all. Let's get into the show tonight. We had witnessed a very interesting celestial event. We had witnessed the solar eclipse. I was one of the many people who had witnessed the totality of the solar eclipse. When I witnessed the totality of the solar eclipse, it was something I never seen before. I was also breathtaking about it, and all these different other feelings as well too. But one of the biggest feelings that I felt about it was amazement, and just wonderful. I never had the feeling of thinking that because the eclipse came around that we was going to be in the apocalypse. Never had that feeling whatsoever. I never had the feeling that the world was going to come to an end. Never had the feeling that it was going to be the second coming of Christ. None of that. Never had that feeling. But I was just seeing just awe and amazement, looking at the totality of the solar eclipse. And I had that privilege of seeing that. A lot of people were in my state, in the state of Texas, they had the privilege of seeing the solar eclipse for themselves as well too. I looked at different videos of people showing the solar eclipse, and people were experiencing the same feelings that I was feeling. But there were other people as well too. Other people were fearing the eclipse. Other people were sending out different conspiracy theories about the solar eclipse. Other people were saying that Hell's Gate was going to open up due to the solar eclipse. Other people were saying that since they were shooting on rockets towards the solar eclipse, that it was going to cause an end of the world scenario. Other people were saying that since they started the super machine CERN, that it was going to open up a portal to hell and it was going to release demons, or it was going to affect time and different other stuff. So all these different conspiracy theories, all these different things, including religion, were in play all the way up until the time of the eclipse and up to it happening. Okay. This what brings us to our tragic story today. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce to y'all this lady content creator. Her name is Aoka. Aoka is normally a content creator, but she's a social media influencer. I didn't see her on YouTube, but however, I did see her on TikTok, and I also seen her on IG as well too. Today on this podcast, we are going to review this tragic story of what happened to her. Okay. We're going to dig deep into her psyche and try to figure out why she felt that she needed to do what she needed to do. Okay. So without further ado, let me go ahead and play this video, and I'll let y'all make your own judgment of this yourself.
At 10 tonight, we've learned that the suspect in this week's horrific murder-suicide was an online astrology influencer. Here's a look at her, who posted about the solar eclipse being the apocalypse. Fox 11's Gina Silva, she's live with developing new information on this case tonight. Gina?
Marla, this case has been so shocking from beginning to end, and now we're learning about a new disturbing layer to this tragedy.
A lot of our foundations as a society are toxic. They're ungrounded and they're unrealistic.
LAPD confirms Danielle Johnson, a.k.a. Danielle Aoka, seen here on the Scotty and Sylvia show, was an astrology influencer on social media.
Yeah, bro. I knew her name was Danielle Johnson, but I just called her Aoka from one content creator to another. That's to show respect. But I knew that.
Who was
but I appreciate it, though, Queen, for sharing it with me.
Concerned about the eclipse.
Eclipses, there's more births, there's more deaths.
Leading up to the eclipse on Monday, Danielle, who went by the handle Mystic X Lipstick, made several alarming posts like these. Wake up, the apocalypse is here. And the eclipse is the epitome of spiritual warfare. She also reposted alerts that signaled this is the final warning. Something big is coming.
This type of story is probably one of the most tragic and horrifying stories that we'll ever hear about.
Like the rest of us, clinical psychologist Dr. David Swanson, who never treated Danielle, is trying to make sense of this horrific tragedy. Just hours before the eclipse was to take place over California, Danielle stabbed her boyfriend to death in Woodland Hills.
Real quick question. I'm not for certain if the eclipse went totality in California. Did it go totality in California? Because I'm not certain, but I know without a shadow of doubt it went totality in Texas. So I wonder, did it go totality in California or not? That's what I'm curious about.
Pushed her kids out of a moving car on the 405 freeway in the Westchester area, which resulted in the death of her 8-month-old baby and the injury of her 9-year-old daughter.
So far, this is what was happening, ladies and gentlemen. She ended up becoming afraid, allegedly, because of this eclipse. She started posting several different articles on her IG, warning people about this eclipse that's happening. She was saying that this eclipse could possibly be the end of the world. She said that this eclipse was going to allegedly transform a lot of people spiritually as well too, from what I'm gathering. So even what makes it even more interesting is that throughout this whole type of events that's unfolded with her, what makes it interesting is that she felt the best course of action was for her to unalive. What's even more interesting is that not only she made the one decision to unalive, she also made the decision to unalive her boyfriend and to actually unalive the children as well too. I want y'all to think about this, okay? Think about this critically. Now, if you're feeling that you're in an end of the world scenario, right? And you feel like the only way out is for you to unalive yourself, would it make sense for you to just unalive yourself, period? And that's it, nothing more, nothing less. Why did she decide to also unalive her boyfriend and unalive the children as well, which was one of the children actually survived this tragic event? That's the question that I want y'all to ponder while we revere this, okay? But let's go back.
Tragedy.
A lot of our foundations as a society are toxic. They're ungrounded and they're unrealistic.
LAPD confirms Danielle Johnson, a.k.a. Danielle Ayoka, seen here on the Scotty and Sylvia show, was an astrology influencer on social media who was concerned about the eclipse.
Eclipses, there's more births, there's more deaths.
Leading up to the eclipse on Monday, Danielle, who went by the handle Mystic X Lipstick, made several alarming posts like these. Wake up, wake up. The apocalypse is here. And the eclipse is the epitome of spiritual warfare. She also reposted alerts that signaled this is the final warning. Something big is coming.
This type of story is probably one of the most tragic and horrifying stories that we'll ever hear about.
Like the rest of us, clinical psychologist Dr. David Swanson, who never treated Danielle, is trying to make sense of this horrific tragedy. Just hours before the eclipse was to take place over California, Danielle stabbed her boyfriend to death in Woodland Hills, pushed her kids out of a moving car on the 405 freeway in the Westchester area, which resulted in the death of her 8-month-old baby and the injury of her 9-year-old daughter. Then Danielle died after crashing her Porsche into a tree in Redondo Beach.
Perhaps she thought that this eclipse meant that it was the end of the world. The apocalypse was here, especially because of some of the statements that she made.
There were plenty of similar posts and videos on social media predicting all kinds of disasters and the end of the world.
And when you're sitting on TikTok or you're on social media, and clearly she was an influencer, so you know she watched a lot of this stuff, it's very easy to get sucked into the fear that these videos start to create.
Could this have been postpartum depression?
I don't think it would have been totally postpartum depression, because we have a lot of women who deal with postpartum depression and it doesn't result in something like that.
And I agree. I agree to that. That's a good question that the reporter asked. Do he believe that it was postpartum depression? Because keep in mind that she just had her 8-month-old child. Now, this situation, postpartum, do not trigger this type of high-level behavior where a woman wants to literally unalive herself. Okay? It doesn't do that. But however, what postpartum will do is that it will put women into a state of depression. It puts them into the state of not only depression, but it also will put them in a state of feel like that they are unwanted. You know what I'm saying? But it wouldn't trigger this type of negative behavior that they want to just literally end it all. Okay? Now, there could be other behaviors, there could be other behaviors that could trigger this, you know what I'm saying? Such as being a sociopath or a psychopath, or it could be other type of psychological behaviors that people didn't know about that she had in her. And this whole event just triggered it, you know what I'm saying? All of this is just possibilities. I'm not saying that this is 100% facts. Y'all get it? So before we continue with the story, it's only a little bit left, but I'm gonna want to rewind it back again for the ones who are coming in. But before we continue, shout out to everyone who are here right now to this late night live. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Mike, I see you in the chat. Vance, Alec, I see you in the chat as well. More love. Salute to you as well. Thank you. Appreciate you as well. And everybody else who are watching in the bushes, appreciate y'all tuning in. Today we are revering this content creator who decided to unalive herself, her boyfriend, and her children due to the solar eclipse. So I actually posted this question right here, and I'm curious to want to know y'all perspective about this. Do y'all believe that instead of her unaliving the children and her boyfriend the way she did, do y'all believe that due to her spirituality, do y'all believe that she actually sacrificed them in the name of the solar eclipse? What do y'all think about that? Do y'all think that's a possibility? Yes? No? Reason why I'm asking that question, because we're just going to dive a little bit deep into her psyche. We're going to dive a little bit deep to why she believed in what she believed in. And maybe this will help us to understand why she made the decision to unalive herself, the boyfriend, and her children. Let me share this with y'all, okay? All right, so this is her actual website, all right? Once again, just like what the media posted, they said that she's an astrologist. Now, the reason why we are reviewing her website is because, as you notice on her website, let me move myself out the way real quick so y'all can see. But as you see on her website, right, not only she's dealing with astrology, she's dealing with hallucinate magic. She's dealing with wiki, rituals, and everything. And one thing that I want y'all to see is that, look at this right here. She got an article saying breaking free full moon candle ritual. Full moon manifestation ritual. She got all these different rituals that she have on this article. She have manifestation rituals, all these different things, all these different type of rituals on her website. So that's why I'm asking the question, could it be possible that due to her religious belief, she felt that she needed to sacrifice herself in the name of her said spirituality or her said religion? But what do y'all think about that? Now, I know that these articles that she got posted on the page, I know like this one right here, this back in November 2019, this is September 2014, this is May 2019, well, out of 2019, I understand that, but at the same time, this is where her mindset is at. Matter of fact, let's click into it. This is where her mindset is at right now. Now she's encouraging people to complete a certain ritual. She's saying this, and this is back in 2019. She's saying the Pisces full moon is giving us the opportunity to break free of any victimization, addiction, and bad habits. This Pisces full moon is the harvest moon, last full moon on the summer, which brings about an extra intense energy of finality. Now is the time to use full moon energy to help release any eternal battles with bad habits, addiction, and negative loops that you have been stuck in. There's a illuminated energy to this moon, which is allowing things to come to the light. It's no longer serving us. And she said that there was a time frame that you have to complete this. You have to complete it by September 2016 to complete this particular ritual. And she gives the materials that you need for this ritual. She said that you need a blue candle, you need a white candle for added power and purification. The candle is optional. You need lavender essential oil. You need a clear space to work on. I know a lot about candle rituals. Okay, one thing that I'm curious is that she included the blue candle, right? She also included the white candle, but I'm curious to want to know why she didn't include the green candle. Normally, the green candle, whenever people use the green candle, it is a manifestation of good wealth or positive energy. So I wonder why she didn't use the green candle part of the ritual, as well as the blue, the white, and lavender. And now, whenever they use the white candle is basically neutral, okay? Whenever you see them use a black candle normally deals with any type of binding spell. Like, say, for example, you want to put a hex or a curse on someone, so they'll use a black candle, okay? But yeah, so this is what she was telling people. Now, when you go to her homepage, right? Let's go to get to know Daniel real quick. Let's go here first. This right here is symbolism as well too. We're not gonna go deep into that because I don't want to bore y'all with religion or spirituality. But she says this: Daniel's a certified Wiki master teacher who is also trained over 10 different alternate healing modalities. At a young age, Danielle had a near-death experience at the age of 3 years old. Wow, that's crazy, because I almost had a near-death experience at the age of 3 years old. That's crazy, but let's continue. Which served as her rite of passage into shamanism. Oh, Lord, shamanism. Ooh. Whew. All right. Coming from a rich lineage of indigenous shaman and medicine women, Danielle's spiritual gifts began to blossom. Danielle began her torch with her personal healer in 2011. After beginning her own healing journey, after 3 years of intense training, Danielle began to expand her abilities by creating a unique method of healing that combined her training along with knowledge of energy, physics, and psychology, y'all. Psychology. After going to undergrad for psychology, Danielle decided she wanted to go beyond the mundane limitations and of traditional therapeutic methods of healing and started her professional career, offering services which include rituals, intuitive guidance, remote healing, and astrology. Danielle had developed a ground approach to total healing for the everyday struggles we face and experience in our lives. With clients worldwide, Danielle has helped subscribers in Argentina, Toronto, New York, LA, Japan, China, India, Australia, South Africa, West Africa, London, Korea, New Zealand, Spain, and many more. Combining science, wonder why she uses science. Combine science, alternate healing, developmental psychology, and statistical research and on the impactful psychological effects that emotional and trauma have on overall health and well-being. Danielle offers a unique approach to healing the mind, body, and soul. And these are all the people who gave her positive reviews, saying that Danielle keep it all the way real about the signs, the international millennial astrologer and intuitive energy healer you never knew that you needed. She got a brilliant gift for calling out nonsense, fitting, of any sun sign in need of real truth. Let me show this to y'all as well too. This is her IG page, all right? This is her IG page. On her IG page, one of the last messages that she posted on here was, wake up, the apocalypse is here. Everyone who has ears, listen. Your time to choose what you believe is now. If you believe a new world is possible for the people right now, listen once again. She said, your time to choose what you believe is now. If you believe a new world is possible for the people right now. Why would she say that? Why would she say that? There is power in choice, which that point I do agree. There is power in choice. We're supposed to make the choice for the collective. Then after this, people want posted back. They were saying that the solar eclipse of 2024 did not bring an apocalypse. And now they're saying, according to these news articles, right, they said that she suffered from an unfortunate mental breakdown that led to a murder-suicide of herself, her partner, and her children due to a conspiracy theory. And then she also posted this. She posted this. She said, "Alert! This is the final warning. Turn on notification. Do not look at the eclipse. Something big is coming. Something big is coming." I believe that she was being honest about this. I believe that something big truly did come. That big thing was her doing what she did. That big thing was her unaliving herself and her family. That was the big thing that was coming. I honestly believe that. But the thing about it, y'all, is this: that's why it's so important for us as human beings. It's so important that we need to be grounded and rooted for real. Now, sometimes on this platform, I do mention about religion. I mention about how I feel about religion. But at the same time, y'all, at the same time, there are some type of belief systems out there that will literally corrupt a person. It will literally corrupt a person so much so that they will do things like this. There are people out right now, and there are also people in the past as well too who correct what is known as cults. They'll have a cult leader, and that cult leader would do the same as that thing. They'll come up with all these wild conspiracy theories, telling people that telling people that certain events is going to transpire and you need to do X, Y, and Z. These type of people that believe in this, right, unfortunately, these type of people that believe in that, they honestly do suffer from some form of mental illness, or they also suffer from certain type of traumatic experiences that they had in their life. And they will find these type of things appealing because they have a deep-rooted desire that they need to be a part of something. Unfortunately, this is the reason why a lot of us participate in organized religion, because deep down inside, when you think about it, we have a burning desire that we need to be a part of something that is bigger than ourselves. We do. Now, there are some organized religion. They are organized to the point where it can be beneficial for some people, where people won't do this type of thing. There are other type of organized religion where it's not beneficial at all. They're literally using and abusing people. They're sitting up here lying and manipulating people and thinking that as long as you're a part of this said type of belief system, then things is going to happen in your life. I believe that since she was a shaman, right? Since she was a wiki, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, I believe that since she was a part of this, right? I believe that through her knowledge that she attained, right? I believe that it influenced her to do this thing. I believe it influenced her to become fearful, to be fearful of the unknown. I believe that it made her be so fearful of the unknown that she had to make one more sacrifice. Now, keep in mind, we was just on her page a moment ago, where she was teaching people how to do certain type of rituals. Could it be possible that she made an ultimate ritual? Now, you'll probably be asking yourself or ask me, Urban, what type of ritual would she have made? How would that look like? I believe the type of one ritual that she made a sacrificial ritual. I believe that she made a sacrificial ritual where it would guarantee that she would be reincarnated in the afterlife. That's what I believe. Where she'll no longer be a part of this said reality, but she'll be a part of a new reality where she and her said family will be at peace. That's what I believe. I believe that she made that type of ritualistic sacrifice. Honestly do. Because all of this will make sense for her to do this. Because other than that, if she was suffering from postpartum or if she was depressed or anything like that, she would not have unalived her boyfriend and her children. She would just simply unalive herself. And that's being done and over with. Then let's also consider the possibilities of what she did when she unalived them. The first part of the story is this. She caught her boyfriend and she stabbed this dude to death. The second part of the ritual is that she gathered her children, put her children into the car, and I'm imagining that the only way she could push her children out in a busy interstate in California is for the children to both be in the front seat of that car. That's the only way she'll be able to do that. So after she did that, she gathered the children, put them in the front seat of the car. She drove on the one interstate in California, pushed them out. Then finally, as a last act of the ritual, she sacrificed herself by driving into, I think, a pole or wherever she did, crashed to a pole or wherever she did, and sacrificed herself. And all of this in the name of what was happening with this solar eclipse. I want to let y'all know that I did some research, and do you know that it's people out there right now who have the same type of belief system as she do? Are y'all aware of that it's a strong possibility that a lot of other people had did the same type of sacrifice, ritualistic sacrifice? But the only reason why you don't know about it is because it didn't make national news like this one did. The only reason why this made national news is because she is a content creator and an influencer, a very popular one. That's the only reason why. There are people that probably did the same type of ritual and unalived themselves, and probably unalived their family and did all kind of crazy stuff. All in the name of what was going on. Now, I do believe in this. I do believe at the end of the day, she reacted based on fear. Fear of the unknown. Fear of the possibility that something could possibly happen. But in reality, we know that it have not happened. We know that. See the thing that also I want y'all to understand too is this. We are living in a life of living in a society where things are advancing so much so we're witnessing evolution in so many different ways. We are. We're seeing the evolution of AI. We're seeing the evolution of technology, other technology. We even see the evolution of religion as well too. We're seeing the evolution of even relationships. This did a show earlier talking about overall relationship and how the way men feel about women and women feel about men. Everything is evolving. When you want to enter into this space and seeing everything changing before your eyes, I'm going to be honest with y'all. It could be fearful to a lot of people. The reason why it could be fearful to a lot of people is for the simple fact that sometimes people fear change. People fear change. They honestly want to keep things the same. They do. But unfortunately, when things is keep on changing the way it is, it's impossible for things to stay the same. And the only choice that you have as an individual is that you either have to adjust and adapt or stay where you're at. Or, as what she did, decide to unalive herself. So that's why I believe, honestly, that this whole entire situation, there was an actual act of a ritual that she decided to do. Do I believe that mental order was also in place? Yeah, possibly. Yeah. But sometimes a belief system could be that strong where a lot of people sacrifice themselves. Let's say, for example, with Christianity, right? The many Christians say they believe in the second coming of Christ. Many Christians also believe not only the second coming of Christ, but they also believe the coming of the Antichrist. They also believe in the rapture, and they believe in the tribulation periods as well too. When you want to think about it not from a religion point of view, but you just think about it common sense wise, you'll look at this and you think that people who are Christians, right, or believe in this belief system are insane. Just being honest. Now, I'm not calling y'all crazy. I'm just saying that if you look at it from the outside in, people will look at you as though you're crazy. But this is how it is in life, in culture, period. And we have to figure out a way to just cope with whatever it is that's going on with our life. But let me go ahead and before I get off, let me go ahead and address these comments, y'all. So we all think about this whole story, man. I know it's tragic as hell, man. This is a crazy thing, and also these are one of these type of shows. I'm not fixing to go super in on her because she's a single mom and all this stuff like I normally would do, because this situation is like real messed up. So. Well, how do y'all feel about this whole situation? Do y'all think that she really did this? She really does literally sacrifice her family in the name of her said belief system? Or do you think it's just a straight mental disorder that she had and she does decide to end it out? What do you think about that? Lionel, so Luke, welcome. He said, a normal day in Baltimore for me. What? Vaughn says she believes in the rapture, but I don't know any Christian killing himself over the eclipse. Yep, interesting. Mike said this. He said symbolism is the ultimate let it go with everything fear-based. Got you. Abril said it's very heartbreaking. This prior before that said this on Urban, when they disclosed that Nama was ran over after throwing her out, broke my heart. Her 9-year-old sibling made it, but what quality of life would she have now? That is a good question. That is a good question, because guess what's going to happen? Guess what's going to happen in that situation? Y'all remember when I was talking on one of my shows, I was talking to y'all about the foster care system, right? If that child do not have family that is going to take them in, guess what? That child is going to be placed in that system. That child going to be placed in that system. Also, not only that child going to be placed in that system, that child is going to be placed with a clinical psychologist as well too, throughout most of their life, because they had witnessed a traumatic experience. That's something that you'll never forget. Even as a child, you're not going to never forget that mama pushed you out of a moving vehicle and you seeing cars flying past by you and stuff, right? And then you look over to the side and see your younger sibling out of there. You're not going to forget that. You're not. So this child life has took a negative turn based on the behavior of his mother. That is a very, 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 very sad and tragic story. The thing about it too is that I'm putting it this way. I'm hoping and praying that this traumatic experience do not create a villain arc for this child. I'm hoping it don't. I'm hoping that this child would get as much help as possible with the mental health. And also, I'm hoping and praying that this child will be placed into a home, preferably with relatives. But if it don't happen, then I'm hoping and praying that this child be placed into a really, really good, strong home. I really do. Because if not, then I ain't lying. This is going to create a horrible villain arc for this child for real. It is. Now, these type of situations, it do will manifest either one, a person becoming a sociopath or a psychopath. It do. But yeah, that's a great point, Abril. Great point. Same story of a woman in India, I believe, who unalived herself because she thought the harder cardio would be the end of the world. Yeah, I remember that story too. Mike. Yep, I remember that. Let's see, let's go up. Vaughn, she said Wiccan, Wicca, Abril, yes, different names, all or witchcraft. I will go into more detail about the Wiccan and Wicca also, but that's another show for another time because once again, I don't want to go in deep into y'all about religion and what I know about religion, what I know about organized religion, especially what y'all talking about for us, the Wiccan and Satanism and all stuff, because I know a lot about that. But that's another show for another time because I don't want to bore y'all with religion. But let's see. Those people that stir those big pots were witchcraft costume, Wiccans, maybe misspelled. Are you talking about the astrology and all the stuff there? There are different sects to the shamans, okay? Some shamans do that, some shamans do not do that. You have traditional shamans, then you have modern day shamans. You also have what is called neo shamans as well too. Now I really don't know where she followed to play on these different type of sects, you know. The void doesn't scare. Does no scare for me, for I have my own core value and set place. Mo, she came back and said, is the straight insanity. It's deeper than religion. I wish people would really seek a relationship. It makes all a difference. And I'm assuming that, my love, the relationship that you're talking about is a relationship with God, the Most High God. I'm assuming that's what you're talking about. Let's see. Yeah, that's why you have to have a mind of your own. My God, we live in a world full of confused followers. I can agree to that too. A lot of people are in the state are being confused, but the reason why is because this is a season where a lot of people are starting to wake up to a lot of different truths. You know what I'm saying? A lot of truth. A lot of people who have been indoctrinated, right? They're starting to wake up to the truth that they've been bamboozled this whole entire time, and it puts them into a certain space. Believe me, I was one of them. Some people can handle it, where when they start to see the truth, they can handle it and they start going to investigate that said truth, so they could get enlightenment, so it can help them cope with everyday life. Other people, on the other hand, which I said earlier, there are other people who deal with mental behavior, who deal with mental disorder, who are part of these said religion, who are being indoctrinated. I also made this on point too about religion. I say that with religion, especially organized religion, I believe that religion has a double-edged sword on it. I believe that it is good for certain type of people who honestly really do need to be indoctrinated, because if they're not indoctrinated, then they'll be the same type of people who will create or do these type of heinous acts that they're doing right now, which is unaliving themselves, unaliving people, and all this other crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? Depending on what type of religion they decide to be a part of. That's the big thing. So I believe that it has its advantage, but also it has a disadvantage to it as well too. Because depending on the religion, depending on the indoctrination, it could hold people back from them being at their highest form of themselves. So I'm just saying. Let's see. What else we got? Yes, the enemy destroyed her and her innocent life. It's deeper than religion. Get a relationship. It seems like many people are dead aside. Nothing deep to talk about. Just mundane and shallow conversations. Yeah. And another thing too, Mike, is that I want you also to consider that a lot of people are going through different things every single day. They are dealing with a lot of things. They're dealing with a lot of traumatic experiences, and they're trying to figure out how to cope with them experiences. So what people would do is that they will come on to like social media, like say for example, everybody's on YouTube right now. Thank y'all for watching my show, by the way. But they'll come on YouTube, they'll watch on certain content creators, and they some people they don't take these content creators seriously, okay? They just see it as a form of entertainment, nothing more, nothing less. But there are other people will take what the one said content creator is doing serious. You know what I'm saying? And it becomes religion. It becomes indoctrination. You know what I'm saying? So I just want you to consider that it is people out there. It's people out there that are hurting, man, for real. It really is. It's people out there that is hurting so much so. And they just need some type of escape to just temporarily escape from this current reality. Here's another thing I want you to consider. This is also the reason why there are many people out there who play video games. They escape to virtual reality. They escape to their video game. They have PlayStations, they have Xbox or whatever, and they'll play video games to escape that reality. Do y'all know that there are people out here who participate in role play realities? There are games. Matter of fact, GTA, Grand Theft Auto. There are people out there that created a Grand Theft Auto space where it's role playing, where you create an avatar and you literally live your life in this city as an avatar. You could choose whatever type of life you want to live in that reality. You could be an influencer. You could be a millionaire. You could be wherever you want to be in that reality. You could be a thug, wherever you want to be. A woman who's playing the game, she could become a man. A man who's playing the game could become a woman. You could become a dog, a cat, a pig, whatever you want to do in that said space. You can do that. And the reason why these people want to do that is because they want to escape from the actual reality of their life. Some people are living great lives. Some people are living horrible lives where it's traumatic, and they just want to find some way to release and get away from it. But that's just how it is. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's how it is. TikTok generation leading the younger generation. Yeah, and pretty soon TikTok going to be out of there. TikTok gonna be out here pretty soon, so I don't know what they're gonna do when TikTok gone. Matter of fact, I don't know what I'm gonna do with TikTok will be gone, because that's where I get majority of my content from, is from TikTok. Because TikTok, man, TikTok be feeding me so much stuff. And those of y'all who are content creators, right? Hey, if y'all want to get some content, go on TikTok. You will get it, for real. You won't get as much you won't get as much content on YouTube, right, as you will on TikTok, for real. You'll get so much content on TikTok depending on what you're looking for. Trust me, I know. I'll be on there all the time. All the time. And yeah, Mike, yeah, TikTok going away. Our government have voted to get rid of TikTok, all right? So TikTok has 180 days to comply. In other words, what our government want them to do is that they want them to sell TikTok to our government so they can have control over TikTok the very same way how they have control over X, which is Twitter, and IG and Facebook. To be honest with y'all, I'm rarely on IG, I'm rarely on Twitter or X, and I am not on Facebook at all, period, because Facebook be censoring the hell out of people. So I'm never on. I don't even got no account on Facebook at all, period. Forget Facebook. Facebook out of there. Facebook is out of there, for real. But yeah, other than that, y'all, great questions and then comments. I appreciate that so much, y'all. So that's pretty much it that I have for this particular show, y'all. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Appreciate y'all pulling up and showing out like always. Lionel, he said this, actually, I think the parent can do a lot. It's just a ton of lazy parents today, which I agree with you on that, bro. I agree. But yeah, appreciate y'all tuning in. Appreciate y'all showing up and showing out like always. I appreciate my moderators pulling up as well too. I think Constance was in here for a little bit, but she had to go. She said she was ready for night. So appreciate my moderators for showing up like always, and I appreciate y'all for showing up like always too. Thank y'all so much for that. Make sure that you always have your notifications set when I do go live, so I can give y'all this good old thought-provoking content like always, y'all, to make y'all think, to challenge how the way you think, and we could come up with some accountabilities and solutions like always, you know what I'm saying? So, but this one here, it is what it is, man. It is what it is, y'all. I'm just saying. But like I said, other than that, y'all, thank y'all so much. Make sure y'all go back and check out the show that I did earlier today. Let me know what y'all think about that show earlier today, and all my other shows as well too. Comment on it, and I will return your comment as well too. All right. So thank y'all so much. I will see y'all again on the next episode. Y'all be safe out here in real life, for real, and also be safe out here in the YouTube streets too. Peace out, y'all. Y'all have a great night and a great weekend.